everyone, this is my new YouTube video. In this video, we will explore the famous rabbit problem, a classic example that beautifully demonstrates how recursion works in programming and mathematics. We will look at the problem definition, see how recursion models the solution, go through the step-by-step example and finally understand its connection to the Fibonacci sequence. First, we look at what is the rabbit problem. Now here are rules. First rule, after 1 month, they grow up and become the mature pair. Second rule, every month after that every mature pair gives birth to new baby pair. Third rule, and the most important rule is the rabbit never die. The question is, after n months, how many pairs of rabbit do you have? Now you can see here the Fibonacci sequence emerge. The sequence of total pairs per month from the famous Fibonacci sequence. Now you can see a pattern of months. When you need to find the next number, you can calculate the sum of the previous two numbers in the pattern. Now we are look at what is the Fibonacci sequence. The Fibonacci sequence is one of the most famous and fascinating number sequences in mathematics. It is a series of numbers where each number is the sum of the two numbers that come before it. This is the Fibonacci sequence formula. Fn equal Fn minus 1 plus Fn minus 2. Now I explain this formula parts. Fn means the nth number. This represents the number you are currently calculating in the sequence. Fn minus 1. The previous number. This is the number that comes immediately before the nth number. Fn minus 2. The number before that. This is the number 2 steps back from the nth number. Now let's start the sequence. When we sequence started, you need the first two numbers. There are F0 and F1. F0 is the first official term of the sequence. F1 is the second term. Now I explain sequence step by step. First step, start with 0 and 1. Second step, add them. 0 plus 1 equal 1. Now sequence is 0, 1 and 1. Third step, add the last two numbers. Last two number is 1 and 1. Now sequence is the 0, 1, 1, 2. Fourth step, add the last two numbers. Last two number is the 1 and 2. Now sequence is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. This step continue infinitely. Fifth and sixth step are same process. Finally sequence look like this. The Fibonacci sequence first introduced by Fibonacci in 1202. We meet this Fibonacci sequence in nature, the golden ratio, and in computer science. Now I explanation of recursive and iterative solution. Here is a simple explanation of the difference between recursive and iterative approaches to solving problems like the Fibonacci sequence. Now we can look how recursive solution works. A function calls itself to solve a smaller version of the same problem. It keeps breaking down the problem until it reaches the base case. Recursive solutions have some advantages and disadvantages. Some advantages have recursive solution. Elegant and intelligent, easy to read and write. Slow for large numbers and memory intensive. Is a disadvantage for recursive solution. Now we can see iterative solution. Uses loop to solve the problem step by step, build up the solution from the bottom up. Iterative solution are some advantages and disadvantages. Advantages like memory friendly, fast and large numbers. Disadvantages like less intelligent, more code. Now you can see a simple comparison for recursive and iterative. This comparison for few aspects. They are approach, efficiency, memory, code style and best way. This is a video end. In this video, I covered by Fibonacci sequence, rabbit problem, difference between the recursion and iteration solution. Thank you for watching my video. See you soon next new video.